FAO speaks on the lives of farm workers and death toll in Indian blast rises. Good afternoon. The Food and Allied Workers Union, FAO, says recent summits have not changed the lives of farm workers. FAO says, among other problems, farm workers face racial oppression, exploitation, and have no access to retirement funds at the end of their working lives. FAO is holding a 5-day national congress in Johannesburg. Tsileng Tau is FAO's provincial secretary in the Northwest Province.
The plight of the farm workers and farm dwellers challenge are basically two important issues: your living conditions and your working conditions. It applies to various issues: evictions, your conditions at the workplace, and also the conditions where you stay.
The Black Management Forum says it's confident that it will get overwhelming support from other black business formations to also pull out of the Business Unity South Africa. BMF withdrew its membership from BUSA, accusing BUSA of undermining the voice of black business. The Confederation of Black Business Organizations is expected to pronounce on the outcome of deliberations on the future of black business in the country. The event is attended mainly by black business organizations. BMF board member Tsogofatso Khopane says they are happy with developments so far.
The overall impression is that there is movement in terms of black business. We are definitely unified, which was what we were lacking, more organized, and the general feel is that we will be moving ahead with most likely the pull-out from organized business that as it exists in BUSA right now. So we are looking forward to this unified summit and the outcomes. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce myself because there are no final resolutions. A media statement will come out after the conference as to the exact movement and progress of what will happen from now on.
Residents of Tembelihle Informal Settlement in Lenasia, south of Johannesburg, have begun gathering at a local sports ground to plan a way forward following 2 days of violent service delivery protests. Several people who've been arrested in connection with the protests are due to appear in court later today. Police, though, remain on high alert. Edwin Ntidi has the details.
The situation is now calm here following 2 days of running battles between police and residents. Residents clashed with police after they pelted stones at passing cars and officers. Dozens of angry residents are now converged at the local sports ground and have vowed to continue protesting until their demands are met. Residents say they will now head to the local magistrate court to support those who were arrested. Police are meanwhile maintaining a strong presence in the area. Edwin Ntidi, SABC News, at the Tembelihle Informal Settlement, south of Johannesburg.
Gender activists outside the Khayelitsha Magistrates Court on the Cape Flats have expressed anger following the acquittal of 2 men charged with murdering 19-year-old Zoliswa Nkonyana. Nkonyana was stabbed and stoned to death in 2006. 9 men were charged for the crime. Vanessa Puna reports.
A large crowd under the banner of NGO Free Gender are singing protest songs outside court after Anele Kwele and Zolile Kopese were successful in the application for acquittal. Free Gender spokesperson Funeka Soldat says they are now concerned that there may never be justice for the slain 19-year-old who was stabbed and stoned to death allegedly because she was a lesbian. There have been over 30 postponements in the case over a period of 5 years. The chanting group are toy-toying and brandishing placards outside court. Vanessa Puna, SABC News in Khayelitsha.
The IEC is expecting a high voter turnout in today's municipal ward by-elections taking place in 5 provinces. This is the first set of by-elections since the May 18 local government elections. 12 political parties and 3 independent candidates are vying for positions in 17 wards in Gauteng, Limpopo, KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga and the Western Cape. IEC spokesperson Kate Bapela says they have done civic voter education and extended the working hours to accommodate everyone.
When you look at our time for by-elections, it's from 7 o'clock in the morning until 9 p.m. at night. So that at least even when people come back from work, they can still continue to go and cast their ballot. So what we do from our side as IEC, we do a civic and voter education for that particular ward. That ward at least is aware that this thing is happening. To do what you call a pamphlet drops in various homes. We talk through that particular municipality's local community station or any other medium that we can get our hands on just to ensure that those voters in those particular wards participate.
And finally, further afield, a toll of those killed in a bomb blast outside the Indian High Court in the capital, Delhi, has risen to 10, leaving 47 injured. Reports say the explosives appear to have been kept in a briefcase. Television images showed lawyers and judges running from the gates of the building.